Hello guys, let's look at our revision series whereby last video we did paper 2. So in this video I'll be doing paper 1, that is theory. Remember section A we have 40 marks, then section B we have 60 marks. Guys, answer all the questions in this section, that is in section A, in the spaces provided. Remember, it's not a must you fill in the spaces provided. Give reasons why the following fire extinguishers are not recommended for use in the computer laboratory. One, we have liquid-based, we have powder-based, we have 2 marks. Guys, this is Form 1, first topic, Introduction to Computers. So we must go and get the answers as provided by the examiner. So a liquid-based fire extinguisher, it causes rusting to metallic parts, causes corrosion of computer components, and also can cause short circuit. On the other hand, powder-based fire extinguishers increases friction and wear of the movable parts like the fans. Also, it may just cause clogging, that is the keyboard buttons may clog. So particles may clog or block devices like keyboard. Particles may cause a disk crash during read-write operations. Remember, the disk goes out, it rotates. So it also increases friction. So whenever you increase friction, you are destroying the object. Guys, the next question is differentiate between embedded and integrated computers. Still, this one is Form 1 first topic. So guys, what is the difference between embedded and integrated computers? As the examiner writes here, an embedded computer is a special purpose computer used inside another device and is usually dedicated to specific functions, while integrated computers is a general purpose computer that is connected externally to a machine to control the operations of the machine when performing an activity. So that is self-explanatory. The next point is describe the following terminologies or terms as used in reference to visual display unit. Guys, when you talk about VDU or visual display unit, we are talking about a monitor or a screen. We have 4 marks. So our question reads, we need to have resolution and also color depth. Also, this is Form 1 second topic, that is computer systems, and the subtopic soft copy output devices. Guys, what do you understand by resolution and color depth? So as the examiner goes here, we have the resolution refers to the number of pixels per inch on the screen, or the clarity of images displayed on the screen measured in, that is in DPI. Guys, when you go to a supermarket or in an electronic shop, you realize that there are so many screens displayed there, but if you look at and compare the images displayed, you realize that the images are different, and that's why even the cost will be different. Then we have the color depth. This refers to the number of colors that can be displayed by a pixel measured in bits. Guys, just visit Form 1 second topic computer systems and subtopic soft copy output devices. Then we have question number 4. Describe the following components of a spreadsheet. We have a worksheet, we have database and graphs. Remember, this is second topic in Form 2 spreadsheets or Microsoft Excel, whereby we teach Microsoft Excel. Guys, a spreadsheet contains 3 components, that is worksheet, database, and graphs stroke charts. So when we talk about a worksheet, database, and a graph, what do we mean? Let's just go to the marking scheme. A worksheet is a grid made up of rows and columns where actual data values are entered, simple and clear. A database, on the other hand, is a collection of related data items organized so as to provide easy access and control for data. Like guys, if I take a vehicle, let's say I have bought a matatu, then I have employed makanga, I have employed a driver, and also a mechanic. if I keep data about that mechanic, about that makanga, about that car, that one is a database. It's just a collection of items organized as to provide easy access and control of data. Then we have graphs. A graph is just a chart. It is a pictorial representation of data or graphical representation of data. Then we have question number 5, guys. Question number 5. State 2 threats to data and information. This is a topic in Form 2, that is data security and control. So once you get the question, ask yourself, where does the question come from? Which form? Which part of the syllabus? Then you'll be in a position to score at least or write something that is relevant to the question. So state 2 threats to data and information. Guys, what does the examiner say? So we have theft, we have unauthorized access, we have power failure, we also have computer viruses. Then we proceed to the next question, guys. State 2 measures, list 4 types of risks posed by computer viruses to the computer system. The next question is state 2 measures against unauthorized access. We have 2 marks. So what does the examiner say? So we have destructions of computer files and programs. These are risks posed by computer viruses. Uses up computer memory space, hence slowing down its performance, causing system crash or hang-ups. Changes color of the display, causes boot failure, delete or modify data, information, fire on storage media, stroke memory during normal program operations, systematically destroy all data in the computer memory. Then we have state 2 measures against unauthorized access. Number 1, we have enforced data information access control policies on all employees to control access to data. Keep computer rooms locked when not in use. Reinforce weak access points, that's called burglar proofing. Use file passwords or biometrics. Enforce network security measures such as firewalls. Encrypt data and information during transmission. Encryption means that you are mixing data in a way that only the sender and the recipient can access. Then you can also perform audit trials. Audit trials means you are trying to get the loopholes that hackers can use. This is called ethical hacking. You can just try to hack your data to see what the other hackers can really poke on your data. Then we have question number 6. Question number 6, guys. Automated production is an effect of ICT on employment. State 3 advantages of automated production. Guys, this is a topic in Form 4 that is application areas of ICT or effects of ICT. So, automated production is an effect of ICT on employment. State 3 advantages. Let's go to that question straight away. So, it has increased efficiency due to balancing of workload and production capacity. Improved customer service due to adequate and high quality goods produced on time. Also, efficient utilization of resources, that is raw materials, personnel, and equipment. Guys, remember you can download copies of this question paper and marking scheme from my website. The URL or address of my website is just below this comment or this video. So we proceed to question number 7, guys. This is a question that is very tricky. Describe the following terms used in reference to CPU. Remember, the CPU operates under fetch, decode, and execute cycle. So you can just Google, or you can just go ChatGPT or whichever. You can just do your research on fetch, decode, execute cycle, or use Dr. Onunga's book. The Longhorn book doesn't have this, and this probably they will add. So the CPU operate under fetch, decode, execute cycle. So what does that one mean? Fetch, to get instruction from the main memory on an input device. To fetch is just to get an instruction or data. Decode It involves determining what the instructions is all about, e.g. add, to compute, blah, 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 blah. Then we have execute. It means to activate the appropriate circuits to complete an instruction or carry out the operations required by the instructions. Then we have question number 8. Guys, explain 3 functions of an information system. This is Form 3 system developments topic. That is another tricky topic. So, what is an information system? And then, what are the 3 functions of an information system? When I talk about an information system, it's a combination of data, procedures, people. You can talk about computer systems that make it easy for day-to-day execution of duties and ease of decision making. So, what are the 3 functions of an information system? So, number 1 is that it helps decision making by collecting appropriate data, analyzing the data, and generating reports to be used in decision making. It facilitates sharing of information since information is found in a central database. It supports information processing as data is collected, processed, and distributed. Full stop. Question number 9. Describe the following terms as used in system development. We have control and system entropy. These are characteristics of a system. So, when we talk about a control, when we talk about system entropy, what are we talking about? Control refers to the methodology or method by which a system adapts to the changes in the environment to give the expected output. System entropy or system decay it is a state whereby the system slowly becomes useless to the user, either due to improvement of technology. Assume a situation whereby you have a system that was created in 2009. The system cannot really be in use in 2023. Why? It has lost value. Then we have question number 10. Define the term hot swapping. Another examiner will ask you, what is plug and play? Just like, guys, you take your flash disk, insert it into a computer, and immediately you access the stuff in your flash disk or in your USB. So, what is hot swapping? That is in Form 1. Second topic, computer systems. So, guys, what is hot swapping? Hot swapping, it means that a drive can be removed or inserted where the computer is still on. Simple and clear. I don't need to read the rest. So you can remove a flash disk, you can remove a hard drive, and then insert it without really restarting the computer. The computer will still recognize that I have been given a hard disk. That is hot swapping. It means that a drive can be removed or inserted while the machine is still on. Then we have question number 11. State 2 functions of power supply unit. Remember, you don't confuse power supply unit with UPS. Guys, make sure you know the difference. We are in question number 11. So, state 2 functions of power supply unit. It transforms the AC, that is alternate current power, from the source to DC, that is direct current, required by each internal component. It supplies power to all internal components of the computer. Then we have question number 12. Define peripheral device interfacing. What is peripheral device interfacing? It refers to connecting peripheral devices to a computer through ports using either cables or wireless technology. Then question number 13, guys, explain the following terms. This is in Form 2, first topic. We have footnote and endnote. A footnote is additional piece of information printed on bottom of the page, or these are just short notes on the overall stuff. Then we have endnotes. The difference between a footnote. Footnotes appear in every page below, but endnote only appears at the end of the document. So endnotes are notes corrected under separate headings at end of the chapter. Then we have question number 14, guys. Explain situation when each of the following desktop publishing programs features may be used. We have crop, we have transparency. So crop is used when handling a graphic and there is a need to remove some of the portions or parts of the graph. To crop is to remove unwanted parts. Like for example, if I take a photo of your whole body and then I just need a photo, that's a passport. So I cut your legs and then just fix whatever I want. I just need your face and shoulders. That is to crop. Transparency, on the other hand, is used when there is a need to make background of a graph visible when rearing objects. So if you have an object that you don't want it to be seen really, you want another object that's rearing, that's arranging the object on the order you want them appear. Then the last question in section A. Name any two types of non-printable guides in DTP. Guys, this is a very tricky question, so make sure it is in your fingertips. Name any two types of non-printable guides in DTP. We have ruler guides, column guides, and margin guides. Those are the answers that are supposed to be supplied. Guys, we go to section B. Section B is very crucial. We have 60 marks. Answer question 16 and any 3 questions in this section. Guys, never answer all the questions. The examiner is clear. He has board or she has board that 3 questions. Question 16 is compulsory. If you skip question 16, I'll deduct you 15 marks of your total score. Why? You have ignored my instructions or you have ignored instructions of the examiner. So this is what we have. A program is expected to accept 10 numbers, calculate their sum and average, and produce the output. Below is a flow chart that was used by KCSE students to represent the program. Study the flow chart below and answer the question that was. Guys, remember you can download copies of this exam or this paper from my website for free. That is the URL or the website address is just below this video. So guys, this is what we have. We have start, count 0, sum equals to 0. Then we have input num. Sum is sum plus num. Count is count, that is count plus count is equals to 1. Then if count equals to 5 and the condition is yes, then the average is sum divided by the count. Print sum, print average. If that is false, then the looping continues. So guys, let's go to the marking scheme. So this is the marking scheme of the question. The flowchart has errors in it. Identify any 4 errors that were made in the flowchart, stating how each of them should be corrected. So the first error is that the program only counts 5 numbers, not 10, as stated. So change decision loop to that is to is count equals to 10. Second error is that input of sum, wrong diagram used. The next one is that calculations of average done is wrong, input stroke output symbol. The next error is that print of average and sum, wrong diagram. So guys, you can just go to that one. You see now, you've been in a position, this is this is processing, it's not an output. So you can also see there is an error here. So also this is an input. This symbol should be, that is a input symbol, not the processing symbol. So those are the sum of the errors that are there. So then write a pseudocode for the corrected version. So that one you do as your assignment. Then we have part C. Give any 2 examples of 4th generation languages. This is Form 3, the topic, elementary programming principles. So give any 2 examples of generation language. We have Visual Basic or VB, Delphi, Pascal. We also have Visual Combo. List 2 factors that need to be considered when selecting a programming language. Number 1 is availability of relevant translator. Number 2 is whether the programmer is familiar with the language that is given. You cannot use a programming language that you cannot understand. Ease of learning and use. purpose of the program, that is application areas such as education, business, scientific, etc. For example, if I want to create a website, then I go for HTML, I go for PHP. But if I needed to do an Android app, then I go for Java. So execution time, applications that require quick response are best programmed in machine code or assembly language. Development time. Development time is the time a programmer takes to write a program. Then we have also popularity. Like now we talk about Python being the most popular programming language so far. Documentation, it should have accompanying documentation or description or guide. Maintenance, programs are developed to solve specific programs, and the problems keep on changing. Hence, the program are also changed to perform the new functions. Program maintenance, that is the ease of maintenance, availability of skilled programmers. You cannot just choose a program that you cannot get help from other programmers. Question number 17, outline 2 disadvantages of questionnaires as a data gathering technique. Remember, this one also is Form 3. Remember, if you want to pass in paper 1, you must EV sharp book 3. Hapo hakuna siri. Book 3 must be in your fingertips. Outline 2 disadvantages of questionnaire. It is slow, requires expertise to design. Some questions can be easily misunderstood. Hence, ambiguous responses may be received. Analysis requires a lot of time. State 3 activities that take place during system implementation phase of system development life cycle. We have 3 marks. So we have user training, we have system changeover, we have file creation through conversion. We also have hardware, software selection or acquisition and installation. Guys, remember you can download a copy of this from my website. Define the term feasibility study as used in system development. So feasibility study is actually the study of cost against the benefits. So if the benefits are more than the cost, then you go for the system. If the cost is more than the benefit, then you leave the system. Then we have performed the following calculations. So this one, you can see how I have performed it. So you just arrange it. We have the fractional part, we have the integral part and the fractional part. So the fractional part you multiply by 2, whereas the integral part you raise the powers as seen. So you can just download the copy of the marking scheme. So then we have the coding schemes. We have 3 coding schemes. We have BCD, EBCDIC, and ASCII. So BCD is 4-digit binary. EBCDIC is 8 bits. Then we have ASCII, which is not asked here. ASCII is 7 bits. Give 2 reasons why a firm may decide to computerize its operations. Number 1 is to reduce the cost. Higher quality work, increase the efficiency, easy storage and retrieval of information, and also handling of errors will be cheap. Describe the following data types as used in Excel or in spreadsheets. Remember, we use Microsoft Excel in our syllabus, but generally here we talk about the spreadsheet. So we have the labels or text. We also have values. We have formulas. We also have range. So describe the following data types. You have labels refers to text or alphanumeric. Values are numbers. Formulas are mathematical expressions that are used to solve a problem. Then you have a range. A range is a block of rectangular group of cells specified by the address of its top left and bottom right cells that is manipulated as a unit. You can just Google or research more on range. Differentiate between logical files and physical files. This is second topic of Form 3, data processing. So we have the logical file and the physical file. So a logical file is viewed in terms of what data items it contains and details of what processing operations may be performed on the data items, while a physical file is viewed in terms of how data is stored on storage media and how the processing operations are made possible. Then we also have define file, that is serial file organization. In this file organization method, records in a file are stored and accessed on that is one after the other. Name any two disadvantages of serial file. It is cumbersome. You don't need to write so much. Wastage of space, that is the gaps, that is in the gap between the files, so it wastes a lot of space. Does not support modern high-speed requirement quick record access. Give two advantages of using a template in a word processor. A template is just a pre-created file that helps you to work on a file easily. Like for example, if you want to create a CV, then you get an already created CV, you just change the contents. So it is there is something we call about produces quality documents, saves time, efficiency, and also consistency. So all documents made using a template will match in its layout. State 2 components found in electronic point of sale. This is Form 4. That is application areas of ICT, where we talk about the point of sale terminal. So we have the terminal, e.g. console. We have monitor, printer, barcode reader, and also we have print damned quick, process data quick, or machine. So guys, here we are talking about the supermarket. When you go to the supermarket, at the end, when you pick your stuff, you usually go to that lady or that gentleman seated in a computer. He has a computer, he has a barcode reader, he has a printer, blah, 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 blah. So that's the stuff you're talking about, point of sale terminals. Question number 19, describe the following types of software. We have proprietary software. You also have shareware and freeware. This is Form 1, second topic, computer systems, and a subtopic, softwares. So proprietary software is a type of software whose source code is hidden from the user. Just like Microsoft Word, you cannot see the codes. Shareware is a type of software that comprises of a licensed software that allows users to freely make and distribute copies of the software, or these are software given to the user to use for some time and are required to pay for them. Like when you talk about shareware, it's a trial version. Like if I give you a software for that days you use, then I ask you for payment, that one is a shareware. But we have freeware, something like we have a free Avast antivirus. We have 360 security software. It's free of charge. You can use for 1 year or even 10 years. So freeware are software products that are made freely available to the users for downloads and users. If you visit my website, I create softwares and give for free. That's freeware. Then we have defined the term deadlock as used in operating system. This is our last or third topic in Form 1, operating systems. A deadlock is a situation where a particular job holds a requested resource and fails to release it, yet it is requesting for a resource held by another job. It's just a hang up, simple and clear. When the machine hangs up, that's a deadlock that is happening. The diagram shows 5 operating system functions and 5 description. Draw a line between each operating system function and its description. So we have the interrupt. The interrupt is a signal that causes the operating system to take a specific action. We have utility. It is a program that performs a specific task required for the operation of the computer. We have spooling. Spooling is data are temporarily held in a buffer waiting for an output device to access it. We have memory management, a process of assigning blocks of memory to programs running in a computer. Lastly, we have multitasking. Many processes appear to run simultaneously. Then guys, here we have satellites and a car. Satellite navigation systems are used to give the vehicle driver directions. So here, how does the system know the exact position of the vehicle? So satellite transmit signals to computer, satellite navigation in a car. Satellite navigation system in a car receives the signal. Each satellite transmits data indicating location and time. Satellite navigation system can calculate position based on at least 3 satellites. Satellite navigation system combines satellite information with the mapping. Guys, you can just download copies of this for more scrutiny. Then give two advantages to the driver using the system, that is the satellite. No need to read or own maps. Driver doesn't need to memorize route. Can give useful information such as location of garages, speed cameras, points, etc. Also, it can show you where there is traffic congestion, allows driver to concentrate on driving, therefore safer, can find shortest, safest route, easier to reroute in case of road closures, and also it's updatable. Give two problems associated with satellite navigation. So some stored maps out of date, inaccurate positioning, loss of signal. For example, if you don't have BADUS, errors in original data setting up, sends vehicles down inappropriate routes, over-reliance by driver. So yeah, over-reliance is actually a problem. Lastly, we have question 20. Define the following terms: troubleshooting, installation. This is, you can associate with only form 1, that is operating systems at the end. Troubleshooting is diagnosing and trying to fix hardware or software problems. If somebody talks of troubleshooting, he or she is trying to get a problem or to identify where the problem came from. Installation is process of copying a program file onto the hard disk. Then we have describe any two types of files used in operating system. We have system files, application files, and data files. This is still in Form 1 topic operating system. So system files contain information that is critical for the operation of the computer. Application files, they hold programs and are executable. Data files, they contain user-specific data. Then we have a database table device has been set up to record electronic equipment as used in a small business. So we have the device ID, device type, user. We have purchase date, purchase prices, whether it's portable, yes or no. So the query by example grid below selects the certain records. So we need to have that query here. So usually have field, table, sort, show, criteria, or this is Microsoft Access, that is databases. Show what would be the output from the query by example. So here from the table, you just need to look at this one. Here we are trying to show, this one will be shown, portable, yes, and greater than 1000. So here it will check, it will produce this one, laptop, it will produce laptop again, and desktop. No, for the yes it will produce this one, 7, it will produce laptop and sales, because it is yes and it is greater than that one. Also it will produce chantel row, which is this one, and yes. So it will produce around sales and chantel row. Compute the query, okay, complete the query by example grid below to select all desktop devices that were either purchased before this one. So this one you can write less than this or between that one. So you can just study that one and do it practically. Differentiate between a primary key and index key. A primary key is a field that enforces uniqueness in a table so that one record is not entered twice, or it avoids duplicates. Then we have index key. It is used to speed up search and sort operations in a table. State the title of the ICT personnel in charge of regularly updating the organization's website. Simple. Careers in ICT, that is book 4. Careers in ICT topic. So it's webmaster or web administrator. You can also talk of web engineer. What program is the personnel above likely to use to accomplish the task? So you're talking about web scripting languages, HTML, you can talk about JavaScript, Python, PHP, SQL, or MySQL, etc. So guys, that is the end of that revision of paper 1. Guys, remember to subscribe, remember to share, remember to also download copies of these files from my website. The URL is just below this video. Thank you very much.